Discover the incredible history of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, from its ambitious beginnings in the 12th century to its present-day fame as an architectural wonder. Explore how miscalculations led to its iconic tilt, the centuries-long effort to complete it, and the modern engineering marvels that preserved it for future generations. This story reveals the fascinating details of its construction, the challenges faced by builders and architects, and the enduring legacy of this global landmark that attracts millions of visitors each year. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for new update. The city of Pisa lay bathed in the golden hues of an Italian sunset, its cobblestone streets echoing with the laughter of tourists and the melodies of street musicians. Among the treasures of this ancient city stood its crown jewel, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Slender yet proud, leaning yet resolute, the tower was not just a marvel of architecture, but also a testament to the passage of time, embodying stories of ambition, miscalculation, and resilience. Centuries ago, Pisa was a bustling maritime republic, a city whose power and wealth rivaled that of Venice and Genoa. Its merchants sailed across the Mediterranean, trading spices, silk, and precious metals, returning home with riches that adorned its palaces and churches. By the 12th century, Pisa's leaders sought to immortalize their city's glory in stone, commissioning a grand cathedral complex known as the Piazza dei Miracoli, the Square of Miracles. Among its centerpiece structures was to be a magnificent bell tower, a symbol of divine grace and earthly power. Construction of the tower began in 1173, under the supervision of the architect Bonanno Pisano, though some historians argue that other architects may have contributed to the early designs. The plan was ambitious, a freestanding cylindrical bell tower of white and gray marble, rising 185 feet into the sky. Its base was a circular foundation, with walls intricately adorned with columns and arches inspired by Romanesque architecture. But trouble loomed from the start. The soil beneath the Piazza dei Miracoli was a mixture of soft clay, sand, and silt, an unstable foundation for such a massive structure. By the time the builders completed the third story, they noticed a troubling tilt to the north. Panic spread among the workers, and construction came to a halt for nearly a century. During this time, Pisa faced political upheaval and military conflicts, delaying further work on the tower. In 1872, construction resumed under the direction of Giovanni di Simone. The new architects attempted to compensate for the tilt by building subsequent stories at an angle opposite the lean, creating a subtle curve in the tower's design. Despite their efforts, the tilt persisted, and by the time the seventh story was added in the late 14th century, the tower leaned precariously at an angle of over 4 degrees. The bell chamber was finally completed in 1872, marking the end of nearly 200 years of construction. For centuries, the Leaning Tower of Pisa was regarded with a mixture of awe and concern. Its tilt, initially seen as a flaw, became its defining feature, attracting scholars, architects, and travelers from around the world. Galileo Galilei, a native of Pisa, is said to have conducted his famous experiments on gravity from the tower, though the story remains apocryphal. The tower's unique appearance inspired poets and artists, who immortalized it in their works as a symbol of human ingenuity and perfection. But the tilt posed an ever-present danger. By the 20th century, the tower leaned at an alarming angle of 5.5 degrees, sparking fears of collapse. Engineers and historians launched extensive studies to determine the cause of the tilt and devise methods to stabilize it. The primary culprit was the soft, uneven soil beneath the foundation, which caused one side of the tower to sink more than the other. Over the years, various attempts were made to reinforce the structure, including the addition of lead counterweights and steel cables. The most ambitious stabilization project began in 1990, when the tower was closed to the public for over a decade. Engineers removed soil from beneath the higher side, allowing the tower to settle into a safer angle. By 2001, the tilt was reduced to 3.97 degrees, ensuring the tower's stability for at least another 300 years. The project was hailed as a triumph of modern engineering, preserving the tower's iconic lean while safeguarding its future. Today, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the most visited landmarks in the world, drawing over 5 million tourists annually. Visitors climb its spiral staircase of 294 steps, marveling at the panoramic views of the Tuscan countryside from the top. The tower continues to inspire wonder and curiosity, its leaning silhouette a reminder that beauty often lies in imperfection. Yet beyond its architectural marvels, the Leaning Tower of Pisa holds deeper meanings. It speaks of human ambition and fallibility, of the challenges of working with nature rather than against it. It reminds us that even our mistakes can lead to something extraordinary, that resilience and adaptability are as important as skill and vision. As twilight descends over Pisa, the tower stands illuminated against the darkening sky, a beacon of history and hope. Its stories echo through the ages, inviting each new generation to discover its mysteries and marvels. For the Leaning Tower of Pisa is more than just a structure. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity, forever leaning toward the heavens.